Hey guys, I want to get right into this video because I've got a lot to cover today. Now, in my first video of the Jumbo Jet Shenanigans series, I showed how the big airline in the Airplane 3 level will smash into wasted cars that are left lying around on the runway. In the second video, I showed how the big jumbo jet will hit the player sometimes if the player is in the vicinity of the runway. And in this video, I'd like to show how the AI will use the big airline to kind of taunt the player by hitting him with wasted cars and other objects that are left lying around on the runway. So let's get right into it. Now in this clip, I want you to watch the big jumbo jet. As I'm heading toward it, it appears and boom, it tilts over and it hits me and it sends me flying way off into the air. Way off, like a half mile away there. Sends me flying all the way over the end of the runway here. Let's see that again now. You can see it actually tilts over a little bit and hits me like that. Maybe it's because it hits that wasted car on the road. It also speeds up just before it smacks the player and sends me flying way off into the air there. Now, in this clip, I pretty much wasted all the cars I can in the runway area, so I'm going off onto a different part of the race route here. And I'm turning the corner right here. I'm just going along here, and what do I see? But I see the loggerhead. He's just going off in the distance there. Now the strange thing about this is that he was wasted on the other side of the fence. So I wonder how the hell did he get here? Well, here's the answer. If we see it from his point of view, you can see that the big airline, which didn't even bother to show itself, just smacks him invisibly and sends him flying. Even hits one of the bombs there. Sends him flying over on the other side of the fence just in time for me to see him just sauntering along there towards the water. Now, if we see this in split screen view or in picture-in-picture, you can see just as I'm reaching the edge of the fence is when he's hit by the big jumbo jet. He flies over the fence and flies just within view of where I'm going to end up when I turn the corner there. Now I want to show you how sometimes the AI will use the airplane to hit a wasted car when the player isn't even around to see it. So here you see, boom, the invisible airplane hits Lady B so hard that she flies all the way over to the other end of the map there. And just as I'm coming out of the water, I'm recovering from being in the water, I see her flying into the water there. Now sometimes the invisible jet will hit a wasted car and will cause it to slam into another wasted car like a giant game of pool or something. Now here, let's see it again. See how the purple pile driver, boom, he's flying, he smashes into coup de grace there. He just keeps going. Now the first time I learned how the AI likes to play tricks on the player using the jumbo jet to smash him with wasted cars was when I was playing the Airplane 3 level, and I was at the end of the runway, which you see at the tip of the red arrow here on this screenshot of the map. So I was just battling it out with another opponent right there at the end of the runway at the tip of the red arrow, and at the other end of the arrow, the invisible jet comes along and it smashes into one of the wasted cars and sends it flying towards me. Well, I happened to move at the last moment because I was battling out with the other opponent, and the wasted car was flying towards me and it just happened to miss me because I happened to move. But then a second later, the jumbo jet hits another wasted car. The invisible jet hits another wasted car. It flies across the map. This time it succeeds in hitting me, and I'm thinking, what the hell? I thought I wasted those cars. So actually I'm chasing them chasing them all over the map, trying to waste them again when they were already wasted. So I went back into instant replay mode, and that's when I saw what happened. That the jumbo jet had hit the wasted car and had perfectly timed it so that it smashes into me, and it missed me the first time because I had moved, and then it did try it the second time, and the second time it succeeded in getting me. So that's when I first realized the kind of tricks that the game plays. So let's see an example of how the jumbo jet hits a player with a wasted vehicle. So here I am. I hit the I hit the stupid sucker, and here I'm being attacked by two other cars, and all of a sudden, boom, here comes stupid sucker skittering along upside down and hits me in the side here. See that? There it goes, it hits me. Let's see that again. Boom. Yeah, it clearly hits me in the rear end there. So let's see that from stupid sucker's point of view. So here I hit stupid sucker, and there I'm being pushed by the other two cars, and look at that, the plane comes along and hits it and just smashes into me just perfectly, just like that. Let's see another example here. So here you can see Screwy Louie's just wasted. He's just coasting along toward the runway. Boom! The plane comes along and smacks him, and of course he hits me in the rear end there. Let's see that again. So there you see he's coasting. The plane appears. It smacks into him, and he just flies and he hits me perfectly, just like that. Now let's see another clip. This is another clip involving Screwy Louie. This is from a different gameplay. Boom! He hits me even harder that time. Very same general location, but boom. Same car, same general location, but a different incident. Sometimes the AI will not just hit the player with wasted cars, but will hit the player with pieces of debris that are left on the runway too. Keep your eye on those two pieces of debris. You see them flying? They're hit by the invisible airplane. Now here you can see it from my point of view. I see this piece of debris flying along. I'm wondering what the hell is going on. Here's another example. See it from there, the other end of the runway there. Let's see it from the other direction. You can see it comes hurtling in my direction, and it actually hits me. Sometimes the AI will go to like a ridiculous length to try to hit you or taunt you with a wasted car. In this example, I was going in an easterly direction across the map. At a very high rate of speed, I was going like from 100 to 150 miles an hour along towards the eastern edge of the map. And I decide to go on the other side of the fence as indicated by the dotted line in this diagram. And the AI used the jumbo jet to hit one of the wasted cars, which is indicated by the red arrow. And it had to estimate my speed, my velocity, my rate of travel, and the approximate time I was going to arrive at a certain spot and hit the wasted car at exactly the right moment. And that's what it did. It hit the wasted car, and it sent it flying along in sort of a northerly direction. And it would have hit me if I had continued going on that side of the fence instead of going on the other side of the fence. It would have hit me at the exact moment that I arrived in that location. It was that close. So, seen from the ground vantage point, the AI hit the wasted car at point number 1. It flew sort of in a northerly direction, in the direction of the first arrow. It hits the side of the airplane hangar at point number 2, and then it lands right at the spot where it thought I was going to end up at point number 3, and it would have hit me perfectly if I had stayed on the same side of the fence. So let's see another example of that in action. So here you can see me driving along. I waste the loggerhead right there. Boom. So he's taken care of, I think. So I'm just heading off into another spot on the map. Boom! All of a sudden I'm hit by something. What was it? Was that the loggerhead? Ah man, I'm hit so hard that I'm smacked way across the length of the map here. I almost fly into the water. That's how hard I hit. So let's see what happened here. So here's where I waste the loggerhead. So I leave, thinking I'm done with him. Here comes a big jet airplane right behind him. Boom! He smashes into me, and he flies way off into the air, over the fence, and way off into the water on the other side of the map there. Here we see it from another angle. Boom! He smashes into me, and I'm trying to stop. I'm braking as hard as I can. I'm spinning my wheel. I'm steering. I'm trying to brake. I'm trying to stop my momentum as much as I can. But he hits me so hard. You can see him flying. So let's see it again from my point of view. So here I waste him. I'm driving off, and all of a sudden, boom! I'm hit by something, and I'm sent flying off onto the other side of the map here. Now let's see another example of that. So here you see I'm duking it out with these other cars. Boom! All of a sudden I hit the pink car there. He seems to come out of nowhere. See that again? Boom! So let's see what happens here. You can see Otis there. First he's hit by the invisible jet. One time he's kind of knocked into position, then boom! He's skidded across all the way across the length of the map there in my direction. And the AI had to time this very carefully and taking into account my velocity of travel, my direction, and so it would hit me and come in almost exactly in my vicinity at the exact time when I happened to end up in that particular area. So it not only had to predict my trajectory, but it had to time the trajectory of the vehicle to hit me at the exact moment that I was going to be in that area. So here you see now I'm kind of looking for the next vehicle. I turn around for some reason, and I see the stupid sucker. He's skidding along towards me in my direction, and he hits me, and he's wasted. So I'm wondering. Let's see that again. So here I hit the Lambo there, and so I'm looking for the next opponent. So let's see this in split screen view. Here you see this stupid sucker hit once there, kind of hitting into position, and I'm searching. Something causes me to turn around. I don't know whether I heard something or what caused me to turn around, or I saw the mini map. But then all of a sudden, boom! Here comes stupid sucker skidding right after I turn around. Stupid sucker skids in my direction and hits me. So let's see that again. So let's see that from Thunder Bucket's point of view now, because he plays a very pivotal role in this whole clip. So as you can see, I'm searching around for the next opponent. He's not wasted yet. So I see my mini map. There's a car around here, but he's on the wrong side of the fence, and maybe I also heard him hit the fence, and that's what caused me to turn around. And boom! At that moment, then the stupid sucker skitters around and hits me. So now let's see it from the point of view of stupid sucker and Thunder Bucket at the same time. So here you see Thunder Bucket seemed like he was waiting for something, and all of a sudden, boom! He turns into ghost mode. Here comes stupid sucker. He turns. He flips upside down. Here comes Thunder Bucket. He hits to the fence. Here comes stupid sucker. He's coming towards me, and he hits me. So what I'm wondering in watching that clip was if the AI didn't deliberately try to create a diversion in order to get me to do something. I wonder if the AI didn't cause the Thunder Bucket to hit the fence at that moment deliberately in order to cause me to turn around because I heard the noise and I saw that there was an opponent near my minimap, and then it took advantage of that opportunity to send Super Sucker skittering in my direction so it could hit me. I'm wondering, it could be a coincidence. On the other hand, it almost seems it's hard to resist the conclusion that the AI was deliberately creating a diversion in order using Thunder Bucket in order to get me to turn around so that it could then hit me with the Super Sucker. So I know it could be either way, but it's an interesting thing to think about, don't you think? Anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my other videos, and I'll see you next time.